going live, y'all. All right. Hey, YouTubers. Hi, Facebook. Again, we do not own the rights to this music. We got a couple different topics today, y'all. It's the holiday.
Call in.
Oh, yeah. Call in 215-909-6070. YouTubers.
Call in.
Hi, YouTubers. You are watching Keeping It Real with Hands Off with Shell and Yvette. Give us a call, 215-909-6070. We got a lot of topics on the table tonight. We are going to talk about the holidays. It's not the holidays for everybody, because this time of year is not for everybody realistically. So, we're going to talk about for the ones that it is, for the ones who's not. Everybody has a voice at this time.
Right on the air, y'all. Call in. Join the conversation. Let's take it for I'm like, you just like a
keep learning.
like a chocolate candy.
It's raining outside, y'all. And it's supposed to be snowing. Temperature drops tonight, snow early in the morning. Morning commute.
Oh my God.
I ain't ready for the snow. It ain't even technically winter.
I'm really not ready. I'm not prepared at all. I have nothing prepared. Oh gosh. Oh, who knows? Table talk night. Anything that you would like to talk about? Let us know. What's going on, y'all? Tag somebody. We're on air. Get some people on What's up, y'all? Are y'all prepared for this weather? Y'all have your stuff together? No. I don't.
What is this, Fedora Radio on YouTube? All right, let me get ready to check this. Oh yeah, why don't you start with that, because that's the super hands off, you know what I mean, and then we'll dip off into something else. All right, let me get the voice recorder. What's your Facebook page?
Eat that Lindsay.
My other things.
What's up, y'all? Come on, tag some people. I need a poppin' live. They say poppin'. Okay, I need some people. What's up?
What's IG? Instagram?
Yeah.
Can you go live on Instagram? Or you got
the phone number is 267-909-6070. 267-909-6070. Let us open up the show and give us a call. I'll do this.
Oh.
Yeah. Watch us on YouTube, guys. Listen to SadoraRadio.com. Tune in. 267-909-6070. I know it's a way that I can put it up here. Yes, thanks, cousin. Because I couldn't, I don't know. I'm not good with it yet. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. You are now listening to Keeping It Real with Hands Off. My name is Yvette. I'm here with my co-host, Shell. How is it? How are you doing?
Hey y'all.
I'm all over the place today. Don't mind me. I was in training all day for my job. So my mind is just like starting to wind down. You know how that is. But thank you guys for joining us. My Facebook friends, my YouTube friends, my Sadora listeners, thank you guys. I want you guys to, my Facebook friends, I love for you guys to be live with me, but I want y'all to start checking us out on YouTube. If you missed the show, if you want to, leave some questions and some comments, do that. Go on YouTube under Sador Radio, Sadior Radio, and chat with us. This is table talk. We table talking today.
But you got to keep it real.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
You got to keep it real.
We ain't having no other way. Don't come in with that fake stuff.
We don't do fake. We don't do fake. We don't do phony. It is what it is.
No makeup. See, that's I was
right.
Jazzy. It was my birthday.
I'm
keeping it real today.
I don't feel too well, but it is what it is. So if I'm sneezing,
exactly.
Sorry, sniffling, all that good stuff. You know it comes with a cold.
Yeah. But guys, how y'all doing? How y'all feel about this weather?
I ain't feeling it.
I'm ready for it. I don't know. I'm kind of like
the rain 2 days in a row. Then they talking about snow
already, and I hope nobody's on here watching. But I'm already like with that mental state. Like, yeah, do I really want to go in tomorrow? Do I want to deal with this snow? I'm not even with it. I'm not ready for it. Give me a couple more weeks. Christmas.
It's not technically winter yet.
No. No.
I done lost the seasons. Are like mixed up. Yeah. 1 minute it feels like it's summer, then it's fall, then winter come in, then next thing you know, spring come back, and we all over the place.
We all over the place.
The weather all over the place. We all over the place.
All over the place today, but it's okay because we're gonna get through it. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I attended this this awesome program in Baltimore this weekend. Shout out to my girl Wanda Palmer Reed. She gave an awesome event, Protect Our Girls. She had a fashion show, the food was, and it was free. But you know what bothered me so much? She did this event and she put it on Eventbrite. It was free. And it went sold out. The day of the event, half of the people didn't show. And I just felt like, why? Why would you do that? It was such a great cause because she talks about sexual abuse with children. Why would you do that and take the place of somebody that really probably needed to be there? Exactly. But we talked about it while we was there, and like I told her, don't worry about it because a lot of people do a lot of silly things. And we even talked about it was Black Friday. And you had 1,000 people come out and shop for Black Friday. But y'all still can't get it together and come support organizations such as Protect Our Girls, Hands Off, the Felder Williams Project. Like, I'm just not understanding my people. I'm really, really not. And it was just sad, to see the empty seats, but it was an awesome event. I definitely enjoyed being a guest speaker. And this was my second year. I'm looking forward to next year. I took some people with me this year. So next year, I'm hoping to have a bus that go down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and support, because that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? We got to start supporting one another.
Can people see this? Did y'all tape it?
It wasn't taped. You had a lot of speakers tell their stories. So for confidentiality reasons, they didn't tape, but you just have to be there. It was one of them events that you had to be there. And I'm hoping that, she continues, and I'm hoping to have some programs here 2020. We're going to do some big things. We're building a team for Hands Off. So I'm looking forward to just doing that. But with that being said,
so what you looking for your team?
Oh, gosh. I'm looking for a PR person, a treasurer. I have my secretary. I have one PR person. I need more. I need fundraising team. Vice president. I can't do it all. I'm looking for Oh gosh, photographer.
And this is what Yvette is looking for hands off team.
Off, guys. If you want to be a part, even if you want to be a part, just to be there and not to hold the title, I am absolutely open to it. I gave you guys my information. It's Yvette Tucker 79 at yahoo.com. I have my number. It's public. It's 267-471-8151. Any way that you want to be involved, we will find a place for you to be. It's so important that we have a team and build a team so that we can help our children and try to get a hold of this sex trafficking and this childhood sexual abuse. It's a lot going on. You know, I've heard people talk about the sex trafficking lately, and it's so funny how we as a whole jump on bandwagons. And we tend to worry about things that's not important to me. And I'm hoping it's really not important to you, but things that are serious, such as sex trafficking. But sex trafficking has been going on for years. For years. And now it's at the forefront. Why? Because the media has taken it to the forefront. We should have been concerned about sex trafficking. Our kids have been taken forever. They have been being taken forever.
I mean, you figure back in the day on the back of the milk carton.
Yeah. Yeah. How about that? And you know, I just don't understand. Even when I spoke in Baltimore, I said it took for, and don't get me wrong, I'm not racist at all, but it took for a group of white people to get together to say that priests were molesting them in order for the statute of limitation to change, in order for us to get any type of TV play airtime. It took that when our children, Black children, have been being molested since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you too that they had a backing, that when these kids started coming forth saying that they were being molested in Catholic churches, that you had a backing. You had thousands, millions of people come out and say, listen, we got to do something about it. So they made the changes that they had to make. And it's just so crazy that our people, my brown people, my brown people, we still haven't gotten it yet. We still haven't gotten it yet. You know, so with that being said, support.
Now, is it solely for young ladies or men as well?
Oh no, men.
Or young men. Let me say that. Boys.
The
girls,
Felder Williams Project, every time I talk to a gentleman who have been abused, sexually abused, I tend to steer him to someone that I know is going to take very good care of them. And that's the Felder Williams Project. He absolutely works with males that has been sexually abused. So with that being said,
how would somebody get in contact with him?
He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram.
Under that same name?
Under the same name. It's the Felder, Felder Williams Project. And please, guys, if you need him, he's there. He's touchable. He's reachable. Trust me, he does his job. He gets it done. He gets it done.
Confidentiality?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. And for the men, don't be afraid. You know, I know it's tough. I know it's hard, but guys, don't be afraid. Don't hold it in, because in the end, even with females, it's going to come out. It affects you. No matter how you try to block it out, no matter how you try to push it aside, once you have been sexually abused, it damages you. And you hold on to the pain, and you hold on to a lot, and you have to release it. Whether that's therapy, talking to a friend, you have to release it in some type of way. Positively, please, guys, positively. So this is why, again, I'm looking for therapists. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I am looking for therapists, therapists that really deals with children only. I need you guys. I need you to be a part of our team. So with that, being said, please get in contact with me. Again, my info is 267-471-8151. That is my phone number. Please get in contact with me if you are a therapist and you would like to be a part of Hands Off. Again, please get in contact with me. And we're going to start having some table talk. We like to lighten the room
Yeah,
up
lighten the room up a little bit, but we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be back in a few seconds.
All righty.
All right, this is that's something I've been working on. This new, I call it a blues for me. Can I be your slave? I got to admit, girl, you're the shit, girl. I'm digging you like a grave. Now they call you daughter to the spinning pulsar, or maybe queen of 10,000 moons. Sister to the distant yet rising star. Is your name Yemiya? Oh hell no, it's got to be Oshun. Is that a smile you put on your face, child? Wide as a field of jasmine glow.
Let me see if I can
Talk, honey. Walk, man. High on legs like spike your hoe. Who am I? It's not important. But they call me brother to the night. And right now,
I'm seeing if I can send it to
blues in your left thigh.
Unable to attach files, maximum size. I can't send it via text.
I'll be whoever you say.
All right, what's your email?
Right now,
Give me 1 second.
blindly pursuing you.
All right, EV.
And I just want to give you injections of sublime erections and get you to dance to my rhythm. Make you dream archetypes of black angels in flight. On wings of distorted, contorted, metaphoric jism. Come on, Slim. Fuck your man, I ain't worried about him. It's you who I want to step to my sin. Because rather than deal with the fallacy of this dry ass reality, I'd rather dance and romance your sweet ass retro.
Lizzo dressed appropriate for a ball game. Did you hear about that with the singer Lizzo?
They all call me brother to the
She went
night.
to a ball game and she was like,
And right now, I'm the blues in your left thigh.
so she was just
Trying
shouting.
to become the funk in your right.
What's up, y'all?
When I say it clearly goes through, email too large, the message is too large. Remove some attachment and try to send the email. What is too large? Like, I don't understand. Like, why was it that it was able to go through before? YouTubers, we're trying to do some record shows.
What's up, y'all?
So when the weather is bad, if we can't get here, this I swear was the best TV show soundtrack. The very first year they came out. After that, I was like, what? I mean, they had like periodic songs, but after that, they just was on something else. I was just like, Go up, down, shake it back. Let me look that up. What's the girl's name? Lizzo?
According to Wikipedia, Melissa Vivian Jefferson, known
Oh,
professionally as
the
Lizzo,
heavy
is an American singer, rapper, and songwriter.
Saying about her song revealing outfit at Lakers fan.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
So confident, so classy. I should get you for the hell of it. No chapstick, yeah. I love all women.
You said criticism has no effect on me. I live up.
What's up, y'all? Time to
Got me going.
You're so good. Oh! Right now, I brought up this Lizzo and what she wore to a game and the controversy behind it. Like, what possessed her to wear that there? Like,
Was it appropriate?
I might have to bring that in there when we talk about depression on kids' social media. And I get,
Like, we gonna bring this back.
are you ready? Should I try and record again or just for whatever reason it's not working? No. Go up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah, I seen it, guys. Yeah, we can raise all about it. And we are back. Thank you guys for tuning in. You are now listening to Keeping It Real with Hands Off with Shell and Yvette. Before we went to break, I just, talked a little bit about my weekend and how things went and some awesome events I attended this weekend. But we wanted to start talking about the holidays because it's about that time, y'all. And a lot goes on, right?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, no offense to people who this time of year y'all don't celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. It's a lot of different things that are going on in this time of year. And even if you don't do anything, that's fine as well.
Exactly.
But what I wanted to talk about was, is it too much hype behind it? Like, okay, Christmas comes, people go in debt to buy gifts.
Absolutely.
And then they go into the new year talking about how I want to clear all my debt, but you do it every year.
And get my credit together.
Every year you go through this.
Right.
And then if I don't celebrate Christmas, am I obligated to go to the job's Christmas party?
Mm-hmm.
Like, would that mean, like, say for instance, my boss throws a holiday party.
Right.
And they invite me, I don't come. Would that look negative? Like, would my boss view me as, like, not a team player?
Probably would.
Or, like, you would hope that they don't judge you on it.
Right.
But, do I compromise my belief?
I don't celebrate Christmas, and I don't compromise my beliefs. I don't disrespect those who do, but I don't take part. No, absolutely not.
I personally don't feel like it's no harm, no foul. You do what you do, I do what I do. No disrespect on anybody's part. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the invite, but no, I will not be attending. Yeah, it's a way you handle everything.
My thing is when they say Christmas, I'm just watching and I'm looking and I see, people they're shopping and they're stressed out. They are stressed out trying to find a toy, trying to, make sure they have enough money to get what people, what the kids want. But what about family? When you buy the toys, I was wondering how many people get together and sit around and really celebrate together, or do you just put the toys up under the tree? I know the kids come down and they open their stuff, and then mom's doing this and dad's doing this and other people. Like, are you really celebrating
The
Christmas?
family.
Yeah.
The family.
Or
aspect.
do you talk to your children about what Christmas means? I mean, call in.
215-909-6070. Let us know your thoughts about Christmas. And two, if I give you a gift, are you obligated to give me one back?
Or or you get an expensive gift, do you have to buy it?
Yeah, like if I gave you $200 earrings or something like that, because I know you said you like that, and you give me a gift for $20, do I feel some way?
Right. Oh yeah, we need your input on this, guys.
Am I supposed to match the gift?
Yeah.
What if I don't have $200 to spend?
Right.
But you don't know that.
Because is it about the thought?
That's what we say. It's
Or
always about the thought.
Okay.
It's about the thought. But if I come in with a box of Raisinets that I paid $1 for, and you got me,
yeah, I think I would be upset too. I don't know.
I don't have
but
it. But
you can't expect to get what you give. And it took a long time for me to right. It took a long time for me to
because if I give, I should be giving from my heart.
Anything. When you do things for people, you can't expect to give it back. But a lot of people do. A lot of people fall out over that.
Yeah. So friendships, relationships will end because
this is what I want to know too. To anybody that's listening or on Facebook or YouTube, have you ever said, you know what, this year we're not getting, we're giving? How many people personally that say, you know what, we chose this year to give, to go to shelters, to go to the hospitals, to go to nursing homes, wherever?
And how about just go somewhere and sit with somebody that you don't even know?
Absolutely.
And just talk to them.
What about that? Are y'all doing that?
Can we do that?
I don't even.
That's an idea that just popped into my mind. In all honesty, I don't know if it can be done. Can you just walk into the hospital and say, "Listen, I want to go just sit with somebody who's
I don't think so, because things happen so much now. But I think if you take the proper steps, I guess with get in touch with like human resources and then say that's something like we would like to come in and just sit.
I might have to look
because
into that.
You have people that don't have anybody. That's what I'm saying. The holidays is so depressing. How can we change that? The suicide rate goes up.
Yeah.
A lot of crime happens.
Major.
People lose their minds. They start stealing people packages. They go crazy.
All because of this thing called Christmas. All because of this thing called Christmas, which, if you want to look it up, quote unquote, is supposed to be the birth of Jesus.
Okay.
And we're supposed to give back to Jesus. They gave gifts to the baby in the manger. So then why we ain't giving gifts to the baby in the manger? Why we giving each other gifts? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If that's what it's supposed to be about, then shouldn't that time not be reflected upon the people who believe in Jesus? Because that's what it was about.
Yeah.
The gifts weren't amongst other people. The gifts was everybody came to see this baby that was the savior.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
How did we get guys? Lost? How did we get so lost once again?
Because I always say it is about the economy making money.
And it goes to what we're going to be talking about. Social media.
It's always about the economy making money. Certain times a year, with every single holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, all of those things. Yes, 4th of July is real. Year where they wars was their military and acknowledgement. All of those things, Veterans Day, those things are real. But why do I have to have this big celebration where all this money is spent and people are purchasing tickets to see a concert just because?
And you know what I always
of
think
this
about
thing here.
on social media, Christmas time, you have so many people, and don't get me wrong, I love decorations because I decorate, so I love them. You see these fabulous trees, and you see all of these toys. I mean, people go crazy, and the expensive stuff. And I always think about that child that has nothing, that mother couldn't afford or family couldn't afford to do Christmas. And they have these phones and they're flicking through these phones and they see all of these beautiful trees with presents and they don't have anything.
They
What about
more
them
concerned with
kids?
how I'm gonna pay my next bill, how I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep the lights on, how I'm gonna keep the stove working for us to eat. How do I, keep the water hot so we can wash up? Like that's major.
hmm hmm You know, sometimes I wish in life we could just take in, you know how they take the record and spin it back? And you hear that noise? Spin it back. Spin it all the way back. And let's start over. Because I don't know where we went wrong or what happened that we are so lost with our thinking and our morals and our values and everything, the family unit, you know, it's not real anymore. Everything is a facade. Everything is a facade.
They're not keeping it real.
You let these people, and don't get me wrong, shout outs to anybody that can make money. Because I'm not listening. If you can get on there, act like a fool, and make 20 million, more power to you. I'm just not going to be the one to help you get the 20 million. But I don't understand morally how you don't see how it's affecting our younger generations, our children. When they see these guys, these rappers with these chains and these cars and these bikes and all of this stuff, and you have this little boy that have a mother that works a 9 to 5 and a father that's barely making it. What, like, come on, we're ruining them. Yep. And then they go out there and they say, well, you know what? My parents can't give it to me. I'm gonna find a way to give it. Bingo, there you go. Now they on the corner selling drugs. Or now they robbing somebody.
Because they want this lifestyle.
Because they want this
social media
lifestyle that social media has. Yes. And instead of, listen, don't get me wrong. Whoever has nice, beautiful things and you've earned it by working, you're entitled to it. But tell your story behind it.
Exactly. Don't just come out there and just be flashing like this. Like, no, let these kids, because as much as you don't want to be that role model, you really are.
Exactly.
You have already been adopted into the role model family, even though you didn't want it. And all this depression with kids.
And stop saying that, oh, it's the parents' responsibility to be the role models. Well, I am the role model. But if you're putting 15 videos up on social media, glorifying, getting high, rolling around with diamonds from your ears to your ankles, and all this crazy stuff, you have now disrupted what I have been trying to do. Because yes, you can't be with your child 24/7. So even if I say I don't even allow my child, because when people say that to me right now, I just laugh at them. Because if you think for a second your child don't have a Facebook or Instagram, you're crazy.
And even if they don't, they got a friend that do.
Absolutely. It may not be their name. It may not be where you can identify them.
Yo, and then you show, look.
Yeah.
And you still, access is still there. And as much as we don't want to believe, as the saying was, it take a village to raise a child. That's a very old saying.
Yes.
And it still is very real. As much as people want to say, oh, don't say nothing to my kids. Don't, if teachers can't say nothing to kids. Everybody's so overly sensitive.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, don't say nothing to my kids, but yet I see your child doing wrong. If I come and tell you, you want to tell me my business. If the child is acting up in school and the teacher needs to have control of their classroom and they now take control of their classroom, somehow the parent sees everything wrong with that. How do you not? Because you don't want your child to try to take control of your home. So why the teacher can't have control of their classroom? Like you can't pick and choose where the control goes. Whatever I'm in charge of, I'm going to control. And it is up to the individual to follow those rules. So I want to talk about our depression in our kids. I want to talk about What's the young lady's name? Lizzo.
Lizzo. Yeah, that was a big one.
I just found out about that, y'all. I heard about the young lady. But she wore some kind of provocative outfit to a basketball game.
Call in and talk about this one, 267-909-6070. I know people are talking about it, have been talking about it all day. We need you guys' input. Was that outfit appropriate? What she did, what do you think it was appropriate? Or was it for her right? What can she do it? I mean, listen, can she? Myself, I thought it was distasteful. It has nothing to do with her body. It has nothing to do with her shape. It has nothing to do with her size. I just feel like some things are sacred. And when you go out here and you can show your butt, as she did, and to think that nobody's going to say anything, you're crazy. Or did you do it for people to talk about it? For the life of me, I just don't understand what was going on. And sometimes we do some silly things. So it may have just been that she just did something, just to do it. You know how you don't be thinking and you have a couple drinks and you might do something that you just, I don't know. I just feel like it was distasteful. Again,
this is about being a role model, just like I was talking about.
Yeah.
Now you have all these, it's bad enough that we are losing our young children as it is. At some point, can we see any positive people stand up? I'm not saying that this young lady, again, this is my opinion. Yes, as a person, I have a right to be who I am, say what I want to say, wear what I want to wear, all of those things. But you automatically put yourself in a role model position, even though you may not have wanted to go into that realm. These young women are out here looking up to you.
Absolutely.
And if you are portraying, listen, I'm a big girl, but I'm confident about self. Confidence is in many different factors. So even though she chose to wear that outfit, I felt like a speech should have came behind it to say,
she
listen.
Did go live today.
But from what I'm looking at, the speech doesn't say, like, listen, I may have done that, but please understand that does not necessarily have to be something that you have to do.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we are all responsible for our own actions. Right. And we are still going to do whatever it is that we want to do as people. Mm-hmm. But when we understand we are now living in a society where young women, young men are so easily influenced.
Absolutely.
I think we have a responsibility to show them, like, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, I did it. I'm not ashamed about doing it, but please understand that you don't have to do this to be accepted. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do this to be me, be you. Mm-hmm. I do see that she did say that, don't be me, be you. Mm-hmm. But again, role model automatically pulled into it. Mm-hmm. You owe it.
And when we're doing so much self-love, guys, we can't be out here doing stuff like that. We are trying to teach young ladies how to be ladies. Exactly. And how to love themselves.
Carry yourself a certain way.
Exactly. So when you have so much self-love going on, just like the show that comes on, what is it every year?
Black Girls
Rock. I mean, come on now. We're doing this for a purpose. We're doing these shows. We're trying to help our young ladies feel beautiful, know that they're beautiful, just embrace themselves, no matter what size, what shape, what color. Come on, let's get better with that. We have to really get better with that. And sometimes when you do things, it's just not a good look. It's absolutely not. When you are in a place where you're just surrounded by your friends, that's fine.
If you were on vacation, I could understand you was on vacation, you on the beach, I get it. Not the right place for that. No. It wasn't even a concert. It wasn't your concert.
No, because even with the attire that she wear during her performances, I don't have a problem with it because I get it. It matches her music, is what she's talking about.
But right now was not your time.
Exactly.
It was really about the basketball game in itself. Just be happy that they honored you.
True.
And then just came out there. You could have did your little dance or whatever, but you still could have did it with class.
Right.
I just didn't see anything classy about it. I didn't see anything classy about it. And yes, at the end of the day, we can do what we want to do. We can say what we want to say. We can wear what we want to wear. All of those statements are
but then
true.
You open the doors for backlash, and you can't be upset when people.
You know, when the backlash backlash is going to come regardless whether you do positive or negative.
Right.
All I'm saying is that the way that our world is now going, you have a responsibility.
Absolutely.
To our young generation. They are looking up to you. You know what I mean? You figure back in the day, you would have never saw Gladys Knight do nothing like that.
Oh, no. Shout out to Anita Baker, because we went to Anita Baker.
Oh, yes, we went to the Anita Baker concert.
And when I say classy, top of the line performances, I watched this lady, and it was so crazy because
Anita be 62.
Yes. And she is truly a musician. I was very close to where like the band was, and the I guess they were engineers, and they couldn't get the sound right. Everybody knows the Leah Core has an issue sometimes with their sound.
Yeah.
And when I say she walked over and she was telling the guy, and it was
like, yo, turn it down,
turn it down. And she was like, look at my face. But her communication, she was so polite, so pleasant. And when he got it, she started blowing kisses at him. But it was just, she's an artist to the utmost. And that's what I miss. I miss the classiness.
I miss the classiness of it.
Oh my God.
Even Beyonce, and Beyonce can be a little extra at times. Beyonce knows where to be extra. All right, when she on stage at her concerts, she extra.
Yeah.
Her videos, she extra. But at a basketball game, that was not the appropriate place to have that attire on. You didn't even think about the kids that were there. See, parents have a choice. Like when you go to, like, say, a nude beach, like you go on vacation, there's a nude beach. Parents, they advertise it's a nude beach. Yeah. If you ain't never gone to one, go to one.
Yeah, if you've never been down, might like it.
It advertises there is a nude beach.
Right.
Prior to entering the area.
No recordings, no none of
it. It tells you all of that. So as a parent, I have a right to say, hold up, I don't want my child engaged in that.
Or I don't want my child near that beach.
Videos say, parent, whatever, like you can censor it. You can, I don't think it's appropriate for kids, but if that's what you choose. But they put the warning out.
Right.
Prior to just letting you walk into the blind of what's going on. If the young lady wanted to do something like that, again, we live in America, freedom of speech, free. You can do pretty much whatever you want.
But just have some
surprise. At least give people the option.
Right.
To know what I'm about to walk into.
Because what if your 5-year-old child was sitting right below her as she squatted down and her cheeks were out? Exactly. Would you be upset about it? Would you have said anything?
My child to now be open to something that I myself been trying to protect them from. Right. That's not fair. You took the right away.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You took those parents who had kids there, their right away from them and forced them to now have to explain, because questions coming. Mommy, daddy, why did she do that? Why she got that? Why she dressed like that? Why she do? And I'm not saying we can protect our kids from everything, but what I do know is that there are barriers in place to let you know what you're about to venture yourself into, and that you took that choice away. And when people start to take your choices away,
that's a problem.
That's a problem. Because I can't sit up there. I don't think it's right for me to force my choice on you.
No. But do you think you would have said something
to
her if you were close by and you had your little 5-year-old child and she squatted down?
I might have.
I think I would have.
I might have been like, yo, that's real tacky. Not the time, not the place.
Right. Right.
You know, I probably would have.
I know I would have.
And whatever would have came back, I wouldn't have did no back and forth. I know that all night. I would probably said what I had to say. She would have said what she had to say, and we were done.
Absolutely.
But again, that is not okay for you to take somebody's choice and put them into a situation and not let them make that choice to go into it. Mm-hmm. And these people were there, and you came in, or you were already there. However the situation happened.
If I pay for a ticket,
I paid too much money for me to come and see that. Yeah. I paid for a game. Yeah. That is what I paid for. Even though the dance team and stuff like that have short shorts, I get it. Yeah, but they're not doing that. No. That is a bit extreme.
Yeah, that was a little much.
I think that was a little bit much. But we're going to take a break, and we will be back. Just a few seconds, y'all.
Okay. All right. Facebook listeners, watchers, YouTube watchers. Questions, comments, anything. Table talk. We do not own the rights to this music. Yes.
Please. How long did you get?
Like a week.
Like a week.
I was in Facebook.
Yo, Facebook, that ain't cool.
Yes, like a week.
They know we don't own this music.
Yes.
They know that.
Like oh my gosh, I'm in Facebook jail. What's up, y'all? Everybody watching and ain't seeing nothing. Hello.
Don't call in.
Call in. What's up? I'm trying to tag some people. Tag your folks. What's going on, y'all? Y'all got something y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? What's up? No. Table Talk Tuesday. What would you like to talk about? For the first time, hey guys, we're taking a music break. Back on air. Hello. Can y'all see the phone number? 215-909-6070. Y'all not calling in? What's going on? Everybody was talking about Lizzo. 215 cousin. I'm sorry. You put 267-215-909-6070. We so used to these cell phones and these 267 numbers. I tell you. It is 215-909-6070. What's going on, everyone? Are y'all ready for this snow? I'm not. Are y'all ready? I'm definitely not ready. I don't have anything in my car. I need to go get a shovel. Oh my gosh, I'm just so unprepared. But I'll be okay. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Oh gosh. Did I say 267 when I said the number? I just had to realize because my cousin put it up and she put 267. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No. I don't remember. I thought you said 209. Yes. Did you see Queen and Slim? Listen, y'all.
Not yet. And I'm dying to go see it.
Facebook.
It's going to be my thing.
Queen and Slim. YouTube. Queen and Slim.
You went? Show you don't miss the beat. As soon as something comes out.
Yo, I'll be on it. I ain't gonna lie. That movie there.
Yo, I'm going to see it this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm going.
That is, and I didn't want to see it. I ain't gonna lie, because I was just like, oh, here we go with another one of them type movies.
I heard
that was a good movie.
I heard it was super deep. I did.
Queen and Slim. That's all I'm gonna say. Go check that out.
And guess what? All this free advertisement going on now. If you would like for us to advertise your business, feel free to get in contact. We said it's not expensive at all. Oh, okay. I think you should be able to see it.
For you to comment. He said she has 6 of my requests, so I can comment.
We'll be right back, guys.
So, what is that mean? I told him to tell people.
Okay.
Are you serious? And you can't go back up?
Oh, wait. I was saying, hey, let me enjoy again. I do not own the rights to this music. Please do not put me back in Facebook jail. Please.
I know Facebook.
Oh my gosh, don't do it. Please don't put me in jail.
So you gotta reselect all.
Just invite. This is my song. Okay, tell my
When I heard this song, I said, I said, first of all, I had to remember. I was like, that's that girl from Arrested Development. And I was like, I knew she would break out on her own. Hey, y'all, go see Queen and Slim. Great movie, real deep.
We're going to talk about it in the next show.
Yeah, next show, we're going to talk about it because Vet didn't see it.
Oh my gosh.
But we will talk about
Everybody's like, it's so deep. It's so deep.
It's
so
really
deep.
a good, deep movie. Again,
Yes.
I was kind of against it because I thought, here we go with one of them other movies. You know, one of them type movies. And I'm sorry, because I shouldn't have stereotyped like that.
Yes.
But,
Is it frozen now? Hey. Hey, guys.
but yeah, great movie.
Call in 215-909-6070. I want to know what y'all thinking about. It's Table Talk Tuesday. What would you like to talk about? Alrighty.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. What's going on, y'all?
Um,
I'm still thinking about this snow. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm not ready.
it's only a coating,
Okay.
not major. We ain't talking no, you know, but it is supposedly going to change to rain and stuff like that. But we ain't
You
ready
have
for no
anything to
stuff.
say about Lizzo?
Hi, Queen and Slim was not awful.
Oh, you the first.
Well, you
that
know
said
what?
that. Call in. Don't talk about Queen and Slim because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, next time when we go, she gonna see it
It's,
next week.
Table Talk Tuesday. We talked about Lizzo. Did you see her? She did that position with her butt cheeks out
At the basketball game.
at the basketball game. How did you feel about it?
So what we're talking about is social media, how it affects us, it affects our kids.
Absolutely.
And from seeing this video from Lizzo, it kind of brought me to the whole topic of being a role model, even though you didn't sign up to be one.
Absolutely.
And knowing that, the times that we are living in, should you not step up to the plate? Even though YouTubers also, if anybody's watching us on YouTube, please comment on YouTube. But you're automatically put into the limelight once you become so much of a celebrity status, and you're coming out there real strong. Coming out real strong and powerful. So we have these young ladies out here looking at you. I'm not saying saying again, we live in America. We have a right to wear, do, say whatever we want to say. But at the end of the day, there's an appropriate time and a place for everything. And that was not. I feel that you took the choice away from everybody that was there who came to see a basketball game and not to see nobody's behind.
I was talking about the game. They talking about the butt cheeks.
They ain't even talking about the game. So we're about to go back live, y'all, on the air.
All right, y'all. We are back with Keeping It Real with Hands Off, Yvette and Shell. Thank you guys for tuning in on SadorRadio.com. My YouTubers, thanks for tuning in. Facebook Live, also, thank you. We were talking about social media, how much of an influence it has on children, and we were also talking about Lizzo. That was the talk of the town today. I don't even think anybody.
If you saw it,
who
call
won the
us?
game?
215-909-6070. 215-909-6070. Give us a call. We want to talk about Lizzo. We want to talk about, what do you think about being a role model? Do you think that Lizzo was it cool?
Yeah.
Was it all right? Can we just walk out here and do whatever we want to do? Or do we all hold the role of being a role model?
Well, you have a lot of stars that say they are not role models, that parents should be role models. But like I said earlier, oh yeah, I'm definitely a role model, but social media has taken over. So with that being said, you have a lot of children that's watching you. You should feel responsible. Yes, you do have your personal life. You absolutely do. And you're entitled to do what you want to do. But if you're asking me to buy tickets to your show, and to buy them for me and my children to come see you, you are absolutely a role model in their lives. So I feel like you should hold yourself to a higher standard. We talked about the Anita Baker show, how classy she is. She has so much grace and poise about
and
her.
none of the music nowadays seems to have that. That's not a big factor anymore. Yes. Who cares about class? Mm-hmm. Who cares about our young ladies? Our young men have lost what it means to be young men, young women holding a classy stance. Like, is something wrong with being classy? Because it seems like everything is okay with being trashy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because if you turn on the TV, it's on the TV. You turn on social media, it's on social media. I don't care what you do in your home. It's the way of the world today. And that's why I said again, guys, I think we need to rewind it. We need to rewind it because we as a whole are so lost and what we're putting into our children's heads. And then you're wondering why these mass shootings are happening. You're wondering why it's so much black on black crime. You're wondering why it's so much crime, period. Because nobody has set up, not nobody, everybody, I can't box everybody in, but a lot of us, we don't have that foundation set. I think, with us even growing up, my grandparents, we knew we had to go to church. And even if you didn't believe everything, you knew there was a certain way to act. We had a fear of our God. Let's just say that. Yes. We had a fear of whatever your God may be. We need to instill that in these children. We need to let them know that there is a consequence. And jail is a small consequence. When you take someone's life, jail is the small, even though you may spend the rest of your life in here, that is the small part of the consequence. You will now have to live with the fact that you have taken someone's life. You know what I'm saying? But we don't hear about that. The shootings, everybody's shooting kids. What is going on? What are you saying to your children when you hear about a child being shot? Do you talk to your children? Do you talk to your children? I mean, as a parent, it makes me afraid. The young lady was getting off the bus and she was shot and killed. So it made me say,
let me ask this. Did they ever find out if she was a target? Because I remember
she
that
wasn't
was
a target. But what was so bad about it was I felt like with her parents, damn, that would have been the day her mother would have said, why didn't I just say you couldn't go shopping today? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
or maybe they didn't even know that she was doing what she was doing,
Yeah,
which would have had her on that bus at that particular moment.
Gosh.
Like all those thoughts, we don't know what that family is going through, and and we definitely send out our sincere sympathy, prayers, condolences to that family. But
when is enough?
That could be us at any given moment who have kids ourselves.
Yeah.
Cousins.
And when you listen to these songs and I don't, and I'll shoot them up, bang, bang, all that crazy stuff, don't think for a second it does not take control over these kids' heads.
Or these video games. These video games is big too.
Yes.
I don't get it. Like, it's nothing okay with just shoot them up, shoot them up, shoot them up. And then these kids come out here and think that this is real time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's cool to have a gun. We do it in a video game. So now they see it. Oh, let's do it on the video game. Now they really want to hold it. Right. They really want to see what this thing can do. Let's see how it feels, because you see them doing it like this.
Absolutely.
And they don't even realize, like, there was one time on the news that they were twin brothers. And he accidentally shot his brother. Oh, yeah, to my knowledge, it was an accident.
Yeah, that was recently.
He didn't mean to shoot his brother, but needless to say, the brother is dead and he's been brought up on charges. His life is over. He done took his brother's life. His life is over. A whole family is pretty much messed up.
And again, the jail is the small part. His twin is no longer here. For everyone that knows know about twins, that's a hard pill to swallow when you lose a twin.
And you the cause of it?
Oh my gosh. I
can't imagine what that man is going through.
Prayers and condolences to the families. But again, guys, just be mindful of what we putting into this air and putting out here for people, these kids to see. And, as much as we would like to box them in a box and keep them, sheltered, you can't. So to the stars out here and the people that have some influence.
Platforms. Y'all have these platforms. Utilize them.
We got to stop. We got to stop thinking that, it's
everybody else's problem.
My life.
It ain't my problem. I don't have no kids.
Yeah.
I ain't no nobody. And even if you don't have any kids, at some point you have a family member who have kids. And we got to stop looking at, oh, well, I'm out here, I'm making money. So when do we start just saying it's okay to make money?
Money is
and sacrificing.
We needed to
sacrificing morals, sacrificing class. We just say, okay, as long as I'm making that dollar, forget about everything else. Forget about everything else that's going on in this world, but I'm making that money. You better make your own.
Y'all better get these religions back into these households, whatever religion, whatever it is, these kids need it. And they need to fear their gods seriously. I'm dead serious. Like, I've never thought that Philadelphia would be a city with so many killings, so many shootings. Like, I used to look at other states and say, oh, wow, I'm glad I don't live there. I'm starting to second guess my own city. And I was born and raised here. I am not feeling Philadelphia right now. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, yeah, well, it need to stop or whatever.
Brotherly
love. Gotta put that footwork in. We have to put this foot. We got to put our foots down. I don't care what you got to do, who you got to do it to. And I'm starting off with the gun control. Let's start there. See, we can go to the corners and we can check these young guys. But when you got these stores selling guns out of their stores, these daggone poppy stores, and I'm saying it absolutely, where you could go buy weed and drugs from, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. And I don't understand why we are okay with it.
And we're allowing it in our community.
You want to talk about
not like we don't
Chinese
know what's going
stores? On. Well, far as I know, you're only getting the guns and the weed and the drugs out of the poppy stores and the Dominican stores. Absolutely. That's the word on the streets. And I lived in the heart of North Philly. So you can say what you want about the Chinese stores. The most they're going to do is erase a tape of a crime because they don't want to be bothered with it. But, let's keep it real. Y'all know what's going on in our communities. And y'all know we need to do something about it. Seriously. But that gun control, that's a big thing. That gun control is big. And they getting these AKs and all that stuff over here. And again, like I said before, we don't have the money, we don't have the education, and we don't have the talent to sit here and build these guns and, you know what I'm saying, and get them over here. No, no. We need to do something about it. Because I'm telling y'all, the graveyard is full, but it still got room for more. And I'm tired of seeing these babies and these young people die. I'm a grandmother. I want generations from mine. And I'm not trying to bury none of them either. So with that being said, y'all can get caught up in all this old other stuff. Because see, money don't mean nothing when you paying the undertaker to bury your child. You could be the richest person in the world, but you're going to hurt just like I hurt. And I ain't got no money. If something happened to your child.
Mm-hmm. Everything is so cool when it's like, oh, a casualty of war. Until it hits home.
Absolutely.
And then it becomes your casualty.
Yep. So I'm just asking y'all, please, please do what y'all got to do. Protect our children. Protect our babies. Let's get this thing together. Let's try to make a difference. Let's make a difference today. And with that being said, we're going to change the topic a little bit because, you know, I get upset when I start hearing stuff about my babies and different things that's going on when I got to talk about it. Because I really don't be thinking, you know, my peoples be really hearing it like, we need for them to hear it. Change is so important in this day and time.
But you got to want to change. You got to want to see that change. And like, we just living in a time where it's all about the money.
Yeah.
What, Facebook kick you up?
And guess what, y'all? I ain't even gonna lie. I was on Facebook Live and it cut me off because, you know, I started talking about that gun control and stuff. I don't care what nobody say. It absolutely did.
Is that what you cut you off
absolutely. For? And you sitting here watching my screen big as day. It won't even allow me to get back on live. This is how deep this thing is. Y'all better fight for what's right and stop fighting for their foolishness.
That's crazy. She's talking about something that's of importance,
and
they won't even let her go live.
And my phone literally cut off. Full battery and everything.
Yeah, because that's what I thought initially happened.
Yeah, no, And guess what? I don't even have my live button up here no more.
Yeah, you don't even have that feature available anymore. Listen, y'all could watch us on YouTube.
Absolutely. That's why you should be.
Sador Radio, SADIOR RADIO.
Mm-hmm.
Please join us on that.
Comment, call in 215-909-6070. You mean to tell me we parents out here, nobody has nothing to say when it comes to the safety of our children? It's almost unbelievable. Unbelievable. My phone should be ringing. This station phone should be non-stop. We're talking about our future, y'all. This is our future.
Like, who's going to take care of us? Who's going to determine the future when we are all senior citizens? Who's going to take care of that?
I don't know.
We ain't going to have nobody to do it.
Nope.
We're going to be out here fending for ourselves, not knowing what the heck is going on. Absolutely. Just clueless, waiting for somebody to give us some sense of direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we need to fight. We do.
Mm-hmm.
We need to fight, y'all.
And make a change. We have some important people fight until they dying day. We have people who lost their lives fighting for us. And I feel so guilty when I think of Martin Luther King and other people that we are not half of what these people were. As far as believing and fighting for what's right.
And there was no money in this for them.
No.
These people marched. These people spoke because this was something that they believed in. They were so strong.
Absolutely.
In a belief. They didn't care.
Nope.
It didn't start out with all these people following them initially.
Yeah.
It started with them sitting around like, yo, listen. There's something I'm thinking about, blah, 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 spin it off of this person, then this person. Then you know what? One day we're going to start marching. Then the next people come. Then more people come in. They start inviting more people. And it grows. So why can't we stand so strong in something? Like Yvette said earlier, I'm not sure if y'all were with us, but she went to Baltimore this weekend.
Yes.
And she was with her girlfriend, a young lady that has an organization.
Yes. Wow.
That was on Eventbrite, and it was free.
Absolutely.
I'm talking, you didn't have to pay any money.
You were fed
good food,
fashion show, entertainment, and comedy.
It was sold out on Eventbrite, but actually at the venue, it wasn't sold out. So it shows you, what are people caring about? Why can we have enough people? Why can we have a sold out event fill that venue? Where everybody at? It was Black Friday.
Yeah.
So I don't want to assume that people were out spending money.
No, the event was Saturday, but we were saying that people made such a commitment to go and shop on Black Friday, but couldn't commit to come to such an awesome event that was bringing awareness to child sexual abuse. I didn't understand it. I really didn't. And to sign up for an event, and to not show, you took the place from someone who may have needed to be there. But that's why I told her it's our obligation and responsibility to still spread the word. You know what I'm saying? To still, talk about this and not let nothing block us from what we're doing. Because that's what happens. That's what happens. Just like I said, I was just on Facebook Live. There were no music playing. But when you get deep and you start talking about things that people don't want to be talked about, what do? They block you. But it's okay, because it's not blocking my blessings, because in actuality, we're not on Facebook Live. We're on SadoraRadio.com, and we're also on YouTube under Sadora Radio. So we're not worried about Facebook Live. I use it because it's a way for me to get to people who are not able to listen to the station or to watch us on YouTube. But y'all have to understand, it's something going on with this. I'm telling you, it gets deep. You better peel back them layers and understand they are setting us up for failure. And until we wise up and educate ourselves and get our senses together and leave all this craziness alone. Because see, let me tell you something. That story with Lizzo, that made headlines. That made front page. That was talked about all over. But when you have children who are being sexually abused, you do not hear about it. Not unless their child dies. You will not hear about it. And then sometimes you don't hear about it. So you got to understand, we have to get ourselves together and really, really understand and support great things, great causes. We have to stop letting people throw things into our lives to distract us from what's really important. This gun violence, sex trafficking, child molestation, they are important. It's no reason why we've been on air for how long today? And I've not received one phone call at this station to say anything about it. And it makes me know that my job is still not done. Because it's going to come a time when this phone is going to ring and it's not going to stop. And then I can say, you know what, job well done. Job well done. So again, until that happens, I already know we still don't have it.
But just like you say, I'm not on social media, y'all, so I apologize for my ignorance. But if they're able to block you from talking about guns and music and things like that, then why is it that kids that are killing themselves because of comments that people put on their Facebook page and Instagram page, they cannot block them? Once you start seeing these messages are becoming derogatory, or like literally they've read texts or whatever on these people's pages talking about you might as well kill yourself. Why did you not block that person from having access to that individual then? You want to block music, you want to block a conversation about gun control, but you don't want to block something that you see could ultimately, again, this is why I say we all need to take the role as a role model.
Absolutely.
We all need to, because Facebook should just be as serious about noticing that kind of behavior, that kind of conversation, and shutting it down. We're not going to let that kind of conversation continue and block
bullying kids to the point.
Why is that not blocked?
Nope. Why are fights not blocked? Why are shootings
they're able to share
on
that
Facebook not blocked? It only gets blocked when the police say block it because they're investigating a murder. But for the most part, when something happens, it's on there. It's on there for a while.
I'm just asking, if the ability exists to stop it, then why can't we stop it? Now when we want to pick and choose, but anything that is detrimental to another human being should be blocked.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just saying. And on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
All right, y'all. Let's get it together. How we going to listen to, show? Who you going out on? We're going to play some Jaheim. Good old Jaheim.
You want to put a song in?
You see how
I'm like that quick to shut you down. What is that?
Facebook needs your location to make location work. You can always change this later in your phone. I've never seen it. No. Why? They've never asked me for that. Never asked me for my location. Why?
Tell me how could I ever forget to be yours? To me, not to spend my life thinking of you. Oh, I forgot to be your lover. Bringing up ocean.
So when I come back, I'm gonna talk about my favorite family movie. Because I don't want to say holiday. Or holiday. And then favorite best outside game. And favorite board game. So it can't even come up. So we Instagram.
That's crazy. Talking about put your location. I never put it on Facebook. I never put it in before.
Oh, no, you ain't trying to come get that. Yeah, I'm here. You walk out with me, then they had the cops already.
I am.
What do you think about jumping? Destiny's Child, something high? There you go. Maybe something wrong with
It can be.
oh shit.
Do not own the rights to this music. Please do not put me in Facebook jail. Please do not own
Facebook, you stay punishing somebody.
Stay punishing somebody.
When we come back, y'all, we're gonna talk about what's your favorite family movie or holiday movie? Also, what was your best outside game? And your favorite inside game? You know, like when the weather was nasty outside. I know we going back where families actually did family stuff together. You know, or you was a kid and all the kids in the neighborhood went outside like, yo, we gonna play duck, duck, goose, or hide and go seek, or it was like we was like my mother and your mother was out in the yard. My mother punched your mother in the nose. What color was the black? Red. You know?
What happened to all of that? Like,
What happened to that?
What happened, y'all? Hey.
I'm just saying, where's all of that?
Kick me off. You gotta go back. For those of you who missed the beginning of the show, go back because I shared them. So you can go back and watch them. Thanks for joining me.
But yeah, YouTube, that's what we're going to talk about when you come back.
We got kind of heavy. They kicked me off my line. So we gotta lighten the little thing up.
Give us a call, 215-909-6070. We want to hear, excuse me, y'all thoughts, y'all comments. We want to hear from y'all.
What do y'all think about the holidays? It's Table Talk Tuesday. What are y'all thinking?
You know, do you even celebrate the holidays?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even celebrate the holidays, which is cool. That's okay.
Right.
But maybe your family do their own thing, start their own type of tradition. Who knows?
Absolutely.
You know, we open, we welcome to that.
Yeah.
And, you know, introducing something new. We do not own the rights to this music.
Thank you.
Don't go kicking us off.
Don't kick us off, Facebook.
And I apologize, I'm not feeling the best today. But, you know, it is what it is, keeping it real.
I've been training all day.
Is it still raining outside?
Let us
Or
know.
did it start snowing?
Is it still raining?
It's not snowing yet.
It's snowing? What is it? What is it doing outside, y'all?
Let us know so we can be prepared before we walk out into it. So we can mentally prep ourselves. You know, we recapping. We were talking about, I was saying go see Queen and Slim. Vet didn't see it yet. She's going to see it this weekend. Next show, we're going to talk about Queen and Slim. I actually liked the movie. I thought it was a good movie. YouTubers, comment. Let us know what you think. Did you see the movie? Call in. Don't spoil it for Vet. But, you know, share your thoughts on it to some degree. Also, we spoke about Lizzo So with Lizzo and her outfit, you think it's appropriate? The next game you go to, you gonna wear that kind of attire? Let us know.
We showing your budget.
And twerking. All right, being color coordinated. I'm just saying. We spoke about, even though you may not want to be a role model, how you are automatically thrown into that role. And how important is that to you? To say, you know what, even though I may do some things that may not be the best, I still know how to make it in a way or say it in a way to not make these young ladies or make these young men look up to us and say, yo, let me go do the same exact thing. What happened to class? What happened to class in our artists? We went to see Anita Baker the other day. Anita been in the industry, how long she said she was in there? Was it 20, 30 some years, something like that? Anita been in the industry for years. Our artists, our female artists were classy. Even the most raunchiest one. I mean, you had your Dina Howards, you had your Apollonias, you had your Vanities. You know, you had them. And they still wasn't that. They knew when it was a time, it was a place, all of it. If they came to an award show or anywhere, they weren't dressed like that.
Sexy and trashy is two different things. And we know better. I don't even think it's a thing of us not knowing better. I think we're just in a day and time that we'll do anything to get the notoriety. And
that is the problem.
And that's the big problem. That's the thing. Yeah, that's a real big thing.
So we're about to go back live. Like I said, we want to end our show pretty much talking about what's your favorite family movie, your favorite holiday movie, your favorite board game. What did y'all play when y'all was inside? Like, give me your top 5. I'm trying to think what's my top 5.
I love Monopoly. We still play it today. Connect 4 was a big one.
How about Jacks? I used to love to play me some Jacks.
I was the Jacks queen. Jacks queen, okay.
What's your best outside game? You know, back in the day before they started making colored chalk, we used to take a rock. And on the edge, we used to make our hopscotch thing. Kids don't know about that.
Hopscotch, double dutch, hide and seek, red light, green light.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Mother May I.
Mother May I. Oh gosh.
You know, we had fun playing these games.
Yes. Yes. We enjoyed our childhood.
Yeah, kids don't have the imagination.
Yes. Have you taught your children how to play hopscotch or double dutch? I know I took my kids to some young ladies that started like going like pop-ups for double dutch, and it was all ages from young to old.
Where was this at?
It's in Philly. They do pop-ups all around the city, and it was girls from Girls High, if I'm not mistaken. They started this. And my kids could not jump. They could not jump. And I was like, oh, seriously? And I didn't realize that they weren't doing it.
Far removed.
Right. And I was jumping. Oh, yeah, I hit a ball.
Oh, yeah. Like, that was major competition.
And
like,
I mean, it was
you wanted to be the best
yes.
jumper on your block. Like, I wasn't no sweet doll. It was like an insult to be a sweet doll.
Absolutely.
Like, what?
We enjoyed it. And they did it all summer. I don't know if they did it this last summer, but it was awesome. All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for joining us this evening on Keeping It Real with Hands Off. I am here with my co-host Shell. We had some deep talk, some deep table talk, but we're going to move on to some things to lighten the room. We thought about today about some stuff that happened when we were children that's not going on now, such as like outside. What was your best outside game? What was it? Like, I know mine's like we were just saying, Shell. I love hopscotch.
Yeah.
Double Dutch. Why is it that we don't see it anymore? What happened?
And we were saying how now kids get the colored chalk, the big pieces of chalk, and they would make the hopscotch with or draw on the ground with the chalk. We used to take a rock.
Yes.
And take the side of the rock and we would draw, right, do whatever we needed to do with the side of a rock. There was no colored chalk.
Oh no.
Back then, I can't even imagine
and we
that.
enjoyed every minute of it. Shout out to my Nitro Avenue crew, because that's where I was born and raised, on that block. And we made the best of it. I mean, hopscotch, double dutch, what was it? Like you said, red light, green light, Mother May I. How many of us are teaching our children and our grand? Because I have a lot of friends, we're grandparents. How many of us are teaching our grandchildren about these games?
Can they jump double dutch?
Do they know how to jump? Because I still know how to jump.
I'm trying to think, hold up. How did I even learn how to jump double dutch? I don't think nobody taught me.
I don't think nobody taught me.
I think I just was like watching them, like studying their every move. Like when when the rope go over, that's when I jump in.
Yeah.
Because I got tired of that rope hitting me in my face. I hate like, oh. Let me back up. You were determined to learn double dutch, and then you kept doing it. You had to have people who was patient, that was willing to turn for you, because they get frustrated.
Oh gosh, girl! and then don't be the one that turned crooked.
Oh,
you was in trouble.
Child, and I'm paying on you. No, I'm getting the ends. I'm paying on you. That used to lead to some fights.
It was some fun times. What happened today? I ride up and down the street. You don't see no kids out. You don't see them playing hopscotch, double dutch, none of that. We gotta get our communities back, guys. We gotta really, really get it back. We had some good times sitting outside, playing hide and go seek and playing different games. You know, you had your little moments, people would pop off and they would get to fighting, but for the most part, we were children and we did what children do. I remember selling lemonade, doing the littlest things, but it made a community. You know, we really got along with everybody and everybody's.
It was more of a family.
Yeah.
It wasn't that whole separation, like, you don't say nothing to my kids, the bottom of the block don't talk to the top of the block. What happened to what was it? I can't think of the name, y'all, but y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Where you meet up at somebody's house, the block captain house.
Yes.
And they would come, it would meet once a week or however often they met and discuss what we're gonna do for the block.
Oh, I remember.
What we going? All right, so we going to throw a barbecue. Everybody come out. We going to block the block off on this date. We going to paint the curb white. Remember, everybody.
Everybody.
And you get your paint.
Well, I was a block captain not too long ago.
They still doing it?
Yes, I was the block captain, and I loved my block, and I loved doing things. We did street cleaning.
Call in, y'all. I appreciate y'all comments on Facebook Live, but we want to hear your voices.
Exactly. 215-909-6070. I was a block captain, Shell, and I enjoyed it. I really, really did. And I had some people to give me a hassle, but we did it.
I mean, you always gonna get those people that got their little input,
right?
But at the end of the day, it's still created like more of a family. We watched out.
Yeah.
There was that old lady, no offense, that saw everything that went on the block. She could tell you, such and such was at your house. They had this on. They did this. People aren't afraid to come to people's houses anymore because ain't nobody telling nothing.
Well, now they don't let you have block parties, and I truly understand. Nope. At first, I was upset. They have blocked a bunch of areas for block parties because they don't have the manpower. They don't have the police control to make sure if something breaks out, they can control the crowd. So I get that. I was upset about it, though, because I think it ruined it for kids that have never had a block party. So I respect both ends of it, but I miss those days.
I thought they still did, and they block it off with DJs and all that.
No, well,
July
some blocks were able to, but it was a lot of blocks in Philadelphia that were banned.
Wow.
And they made a big thing about it. We had some people get on the news and try to protest it, but I mean, I got both sides of it. And I would dare not want to have a block party and something breaks out and an innocent child gets hurt. You know, so until I had a chance to talk to them myself and understand that, their reasoning for stopping the block parties, I got it. But what was your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie during the holidays?
Days, like, or to watch with your family, like the whole family come together and eat popcorn or whatever y'all do, drink apple cider and have on y'all cute pajamas.
You know what I think mine is? Color Purple. I cannot get enough of Color Purple.
I remember the first time I saw Color Purple. And I cried. Now I watch Color Purple. I laugh. I laugh at Color Purple.
And I know every line.
I know every line. Harpo.
Yep. That's one of the movies that I love. I love that during the holidays. And I don't even celebrate Christmas, but I love This Christmas with Chris Brown.
Yes.
Oh.
And Regina King.
I
can watch that over and over again.
Absolutely. That's a big one.
I'm trying to think. I do like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the old one back in the day.
Oh, the very first one with the nose pop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta watch that every year that it comes out. Because I consider the holiday season like Thanksgiving and moving forward after New Year. So I would even go The Sound of Music. I watched The Sound of Music it didn't come on this year. I was a little upset. But The Sound of Music, I love The Sound of Music. I'm trying to think. Kids wise, there's this movie that I love called The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's with Jack Skellington and great movie. I love it. It's a Tim Burton movie, the guy that made Edward Scissorhands. He made The Nightmare Before Christmas. That was a great movie for myself. I'm trying to think. If I was to pick like a number one movie, family wise, oh my God.
I like the one, what's that? Soul Food.
Yeah, Soul Food was
I love
good.
it. I love it. I just think wintertime. Now, I don't really like the snow, but I love the wintertime. I think that's a great time to bond because you spend so much time in the house. You know, them hot chocolate days, them grilled cheese.
Yeah, you just sitting there and you just like making some hearty, warm stuff that's going to keep you full. And you're just like, yeah, you know what? I just want some tea or whatever you do. Like I said, apple cider, whatever y'all thing may be. Rock out, enjoy it. Next thing, if it comes back to me what my favorite movie is, number one, I'll get back to that. But what's your favorite board game? I love bingo. Listen, I say bingo when I don't have bingo, just because I just like to say bingo and everybody face me like, oh my God, you got bingo. Yeah. No, I don't have bingo, but
You know what? And that Pacino. Remember Pacino with the chips? I remember that. And we would take pennies and play for pennies. You had the corners, the sides. You would be so excited about getting your little pennies. And I love Twister.
Now, I never really played Twister like that.
Girl, you be on the floor like,
back be hurting. Talking about I gotta sit and soak in some Epsom salt because I done did some crazy kind of posture move.
See me, I'm telling you, I love Twister. I think it's the funniest thing, and especially when you're my age. Baby,
everybody
on their floor, twisting and turning. I think that is the funniest thing ever.
Jacks. I love Jacks.
Oh yeah. Big one.
I don't even know if people play Jacks anymore. Can you buy Jacks?
I have not seen
That's probably
Do you remember the Chinese Jacks? the little rings, and you put them together, and you would do them. They like little slinkies. I remember them.
You gonna make me Google that?
It was
Jacks?
Chinese jacks, and you didn't have a ball. They were little rings, guys. I know y'all know.
No, I remember no Chinese.
But they
I
were
remember
Chinese jacks, and they were rings, and they were linked together. And I don't even know how many were linked together. But you would take them and throw them up. You would do the 1, the 2, the 3, just like you would do as if you had a ball. And oh my gosh, I couldn't get enough of it. I could not. I mean,
oh, look at your little Chinese
yes,
jacks,
girl, honey.
Look,
That was the thing. Do you hear me? Absolutely. And we played them just as much as we played regular jacks.
I don't remember them.
That was a big, big thing.
Connect Four.
Yeah.
Connect Four. Oh my gosh, I used to love.
Cube. Girl,
What you know about
get
you be like, you be that would have you sitting for hours.
Yes, I really believe people went crazy.
You were determined to match up that whole cube.
Rubik's cube. You had to get them.
You were determined.
Girl,
there was no way.
Hours. They need to bring that type of stuff back, stimulate your mind, and get off them phones.
Exactly. Get rid of them video games.
Absolutely.
Look, here go Jack. $6.99.
Yes, and
Amazon Prime.
Something that kept you so focused on trying to get that Rubik's cube together. What about the pogo stick? Oh my gosh, that was another one.
Yes.
Listen, I didn't listen. We did. My house, we had everything.
We had every single game you could imagine. You could go into the closet, open it up. All right, what we want to play today?
Yeah.
You just had your cards.
Ooh, yeah.
And I didn't even play those. I was more on Pity Pat. I declare war.
Oh, war. Girl, don't get me started.
And I used to be hyped.
And don't cheat.
Don't
throw it down.
To
cheat. Yeah.
You be like, last to break it. We You're throwing out last to break it. I declare war.
Oh, yeah.
Give me all your cards, and then you be looking like you ain't even give me nothing. Like, all right, but it's cool. Memory with cards. You lay all the cards out and try. All right, where was the 2? I saw a 2 over here.
All the time to keep my mind
but that was your mind. Your mind trying to retain. You see how we used to play games, y'all, that really made you think. It stimulated your mind, and we didn't even recognize it. We didn't even know it, but we realized it's missing.
Yeah,
we do realize it's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So it obviously meant something to us.
We were at work talking about old foods, and I was like, "What about cream chip beef? You remember that Sunday morning? You would see your mother
hearty meal.
In their kitchen, and you would smell. You could smell the cream chip beef. You could smell the fried apples. Oh gosh.
You'd be like, and then you can't wait for them to call. What? It's breakfast.
Because you did not go in that kitchen while mama cooked.
No.
You had to wait till it was done. And honey, she would tell them, go get them and tell them it's time to eat. And girl, you'd be flying to the table. And we didn't have the table trays that you can eat in the living room where you was.
No, we all sat at the table.
Sat at that table. And you enjoyed that food. And I'm talking about some good, wholesome food.
Oh my gosh.
They don't even cook like that no more.
I don't think they know how to
know what it is. I think we don't even
from scratch.
Ooh.
What? I go to the store and buy a pack of powder and just tear it, pour it, add water. You know what I mean? Or go to a jar, pour it.
It's like that.
It's nothing wrong with quick and easy when you gotta make something.
No, but you know what? Back in the day,
fresh
we ain't see all this.
Nothing like fresh.
We didn't see that obesity. I can tell you that much.
No, you didn't. You didn't see. Cancer wasn't as high as it is now.
Sure it wasn't. We better go back to picking them vegetables, y'all.
Start growing our own vegetables.
That's right. That's right. Because
Start growing our own.
Now, you think about it, they were the best meals ever, and you didn't see. I mean, it was a treat to go to, outside places to get something to eat. But
people
you look forward to them weekends. Everybody would do their thing during the week, going to school and all that. You might have to eat school breakfast or whatever. But honey, them Saturdays,
Ooh, wake up pancakes.
girl, bacon frying, you hear sizzling in the pot. They were the good old days, and
Yes,
we need
they
to try
were.
to get them good old days back.
Yes, they
Because
were.
I'm telling you, if we start off with the littlest things, we say this and we bring all these things up to say, you start off with the littlest things of bringing these, old things back. I'm telling you guys, we will see such a change in our
Yeah.
community.
I think we'll have
And
that
our
change in
homes,
culture.
our cultures. People will be more pleasant. The working environment will be more pleasant. I've never heard so many horror stories as far as the workforce now. Like my mother and them, I don't remember them coming home complaining or having so many issues on a job as we do.
And if they did,
Yeah,
they kept it
they
in.
kept it in. Like now, people dread going to work. And I'm telling you, my mom worked at a hospital and she worked there for a very, very long time. And I never heard my mom complain about her job. The bad things, never. And I know she had to have went through some things, but it just wasn't talked about. And she looked forward to going. And barely missed a day. All of this call out stuff, FMLAs and all that stuff, you didn't hear about it.
No,
So,
that wasn't it.
we need
You can't afford to miss no money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Miss money?
No.
To do what?
Sure didn't. Mothers and fathers.
And you better not get sick.
Girl.
Take some cold medicine, go to school.
That's right. That's right.
And don't make them call me to come pick you up unless you absolutely feel like you're about to die.
And homeschool was out, but it wasn't as big as it is now. Kids were in school. Teachers were dedicated.
They were able to have socialization skills.
My teachers. And now that I look back on it, even the ones that I thought were mean, I now understand why
they were the way that they were.
I mean, I had some good teachers. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, and shout out to all the teachers. Shout out to all the teachers who take the time to deal with our children sometimes more than what we do. But I don't know. I don't know what happened where things changed with the teachers. And I know things change with the children. So, it may be a trickling effect on both sides. So again, shout out to all my educators and people that just take the time to commit themselves to our children because it's a hard job.
We admire y'all. I mean, somebody has to do it.
I take my hat off to you guys so much because not only are you a teacher, you're a mother, you're a father, you're a sister, you're a brother, you're a therapist. Yeah, they have so many roles that they have to play. So again, shout outs to y'all. I do want to do a Teachers Appreciation Week. I've always talked about doing that on the show. So that's something in 2020 that we're going to get together, get some educators in here, and just try to show them how much we appreciate them.
That would be great. Yeah. Talk about what challenges they face.
Absolutely. And how we can make it easier as parents. Because sometimes we don't know. Maybe if we communicated more with the teachers. I always tell my kids, teachers, please just don't call me when they're doing bad.
Yeah, let me know when they're doing good as well.
And let me know if you need me, because it's okay to need me. And if I can't come when you need me to come, I'll be there. But we need to open them doors again and have some lines of communication. So
But we got 10 minutes left into the show, y'all. What we do want to say is that whatever. Because we will not be here on the 24th of December. That is Christmas Eve. And we will not be back on until, I believe, January 14th. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take a nice break. Yeah. A nice break.
Maybe a too long break. Don't forget about us.
Yeah, okay? Please don't. Because we're coming back in 2020.
Just respecting the holidays, and we know people are busy. And I don't want to ask you guys to commit to listening to Sador Radio because I know you'll be out shopping and spending
traveling.
But I do want you guys to go on YouTube, Support a station that is full of life, full of everything. It's not just music. We have some great, awesome shows during the week. And we try to touch bases on everything. We give you such a variety of different shows for all ages. So don't just listen to Keeping It Real with Hands Off, but I do want to see my YouTube numbers go up. So I'm going to tell you all that. But I want you guys to take a look at all the shows and just understand that, we take our time out to come here to bring some great information, but we also need for you guys to support. And that's to download our app. It's adoradio.com. Take your friend's phone, take your kid's phone, download the app. We have some great shows. We have great giveaways. We have a lot of shows that give things away. And it's a good station to listen to. And I flick through the stations during the week, different radio stations, but we are an internet radio station, and not many do what we do and have such a large variety of shows. So again, guys, tune in. Watch us on YouTube during our 3 weeks off. Check out old shows out. Shell had a show, Keeping It Real with Shell. I want y'all to watch her shows that she's did previously. I did some hands-off shows alone. And just, take the time and sit with your children. A lot of our shows are kid-friendly. We do get deep sometimes. But we have some things, even if you don't watch it with your children, watch it and then go talk to your children. On the segments that we do on educating parents for childhood sexual abuse. So,
and don't forget Hands Off.
Absolutely.
Don't forget Hands Off coming in 2020. That looking for a team of people to help Hands Off flourish.
We need some therapists. We need PR people. We need fundraising team. I have a secretary now. I have a PR person. I need another one. We need a group of people, good,
dedicated, committed,
reliable people to get together and have this organization grow and do some great things for our communities in 2020. We're going to put some free events together, but we're going to put some events together that we need y'all to come and support. That's going to raise money for our organization because we need it. We can't do anything if we don't have the funding. So that's definitely needed.
So where can they reach out to you if they're interested?
You can reach out to me at Yvette Murphy on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram under Hands Off. That's HANDZOFF_I believe you. You can also reach me at 267-471-8151. And I have my email. You can email me at YvetteTucker79@gmail.com. And I have another one, YvetteTucker79@yahoo.com.
Look at all these ways. No
excuse. No excuse for you not to contact me. I've opened every door that I possibly could.
Okay, so again, this will be our last show for 2019.
Happy holidays.
Hoping to see y'all in 2020. Be safe. Enjoy.
Oh gosh, yes. Enjoy. Spend time with your family. Love, peace, and love.
And think about how we're going to make 2020 a better year for ourselves, for our community, for our people, for the world. It don't just start local. It can start there, but it can't finish there. We got to grow. We got to expand. All right. Thank y'all for listening to Keeping It Real with Hands Off. Vet and Shell signing out. Have a good night, y'all. Enjoy your holiday.
Happy New Year's. Happy holidays.
Bye, YouTube. Have a good holiday.
Be safe out here. No drinking and driving.